protected here. This world will fall like all the others.
I had a dream. It was the end of the world.
They said the age of heroes would never come again.
It has to.
Oh, awesome.
Don't engage alone. We'll do this together.
Each of us, in some way, is held back. This is crazy. Made him promise. That's why I brought you together. Mostly, I think we're all gonna die.
Superman was a beacon to the world.
He didn't just save people.
He made them see the best parts of themselves.
On my lead.
Fighting the devil and his army in hell.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
Hey guys, thought I might crash your little watch party.
I have a question that is the mother of all our questions as a fandom. When will you release the Snyder Cut?
There it is.
Yes.
There it is. It's a hard question. I don't know. What do you think, Henry?
I reckon you should show it.
We're doing it. So get ready.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Charlie. This is going to be my new Justice League teaser trailer for the Snyder Cut. You probably saw HBO dropped an official teaser trailer yesterday. There's some deleted scenes during that, a whole lot of black suit Superman. We also have some details about Henry Cavill's possible return for a Man of Steel sequel that I'll talk about during the video too, and a clip from Ben Affleck talking about what's going on behind the scenes. So if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to get all the videos. We're doing an Amazon giveaway. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and let me know what you want them to add back into Zack Snyder's cut of Justice League. The way he tells it, he actually says that we've only seen about 25% of the movie that he intended to make when he had to leave the project. You have to keep in mind that he's talking about doing it as a 6-part maxi series. I'll explain that too, because that was Zack Snyder's idea to break it into 6 different parts, tell it more like you would read the Watchmen comic book, which obviously is a big Easter egg for his Watchmen movie. But as you see during this, we get a whole bunch more of Henry Cavill in the black suit as Superman. It's unclear exactly what else they're going to be adding back into Justice League beyond the stuff that I talked about yesterday. There's a whole bunch of deleted storylines, subplots, character moments. Zack Snyder said that mostly it's a lot more character development. But just yesterday, after they announced the news and everyone was going crazy, Ben Affleck actually dropped this clip thanking all of the fans. So here's him talking about it.
I just want to say, I'm sorry I couldn't make it on there live, but I'm very excited that Zack's getting a chance to finally see his vision realized. I think it's a great thing. I'm really excited for the fans to get to see it, and I want to say thank you to the fans because it was their enthusiasm and their passion that made it happen. Without fan support, I don't think it ever would have happened. And I love Zack, and I love his version of the movie, and I look forward to everyone getting a chance to see it. What up, Smith? I'm bombing Phantoms, what can I say?
Even if you haven't seen all of Kevin Smith's movies or you haven't watched them in a while, you probably remember the Affleck Phantoms reference. That's from Jay and Silent Bob. Affleck was the bomb in Phantoms, yo. It is funny to hear him make that reference himself as opposed to someone like Jason Mewes or even Kevin Smith. But thanks to Zack Snyder and the people that were talking about what was going on yesterday, we found out about the circumstances behind the Snyder Cut and how it came to be. But it was last year in November 2019 that Warner Brothers officially went to Zack Snyder and asked him if he was interested in coming back to do this Justice League Snyder Cut. Or they're calling it Zack Snyder's Justice League, technically. What they're going to be doing is giving him between $20–30 million they're estimating to do some reshoots and do a bunch of special effects, rescore the film with a different soundtrack, probably bringing back Junkie XL because that was the person he originally wanted to do the soundtrack. Obviously, Zack Snyder said, yes, I will come back and do that because he dropped this clip the other day and they dropped this teaser for it. But Snyder himself said that he's working with the cast to try and get them to all come back for reshoots, however many reshoots he needs. I think that's mostly just to bridge scenes Because when he was forced to leave the project, it was really just the bones of a movie. It was barely a movie. There was a lot of green screen, there's a lot of unfinished special effects, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done. It's not something that they could just drop online right now and we could all watch. And the really cool thing about Ben Affleck coming back as Batman for at least a little bit for some minor reshoots is that originally it was Ben Affleck who reached out to Zack Snyder to tell him about the Snyder Cut movement and what was going on with the fandom. So it sounds like he's willing to come back, schedule pending. Obviously, the virus has delayed everything and everyone's schedules are all over the place, so who knows what they're going to be able to pull off. But because all the cast members were using their social media accounts to officially offer their support to the Snyder Cut, it sounds like they're all willing to come back. That includes Wonder Woman, Henry Cavill's Superman, obviously. There was a big question about what was going on with him till he showed up on that Man of Steel livestream. Oh, by the way, I think you should show it too. Bringing back The Flash, Jason Momoa's Aquaman, he actually dropped a separate clip yesterday saying that he wasn't sure whether or not they were actually going to drop it. He may have been lying and know that they were actually going to do it, but I can't play the audio from his clip in this video just because it's so hardcore. I don't want the video to get flagged. Needless to say, he's really excited for people to watch that cut of the movie. And as you saw during that Snyder Cut teaser trailer, they had the post-credit scene with Deathstroke. Joe Manganiello was on Twitter yesterday saying that there's a whole other version or a deleted scene of that post-credit scene with him. So apparently there's a bunch of Deathstroke that we didn't get to see that they'll add back in for the Snyder Cut. Zack Snyder was posting more screen caps from deleted scenes. This is Ryan Choi at Star Labs. He's obviously the second version of the Atom, so I don't know if he's going to get a suit during the movie or if he's just going to be a big Easter egg for the Atom. But on my video yesterday, a lot of you were asking questions about what they were going to do about the Green Lantern that got cut out of the movie, who would be playing him. A lot of people were joking that they should bring back Ryan Reynolds as Green Lantern for the Snyder Cut. Obviously, that's not going to happen. Ryan Reynolds probably doesn't want to go anywhere near Green Lantern unless it's to make fun of himself as Green Lantern.
You're welcome, Canada.
For those of you asking, though, it does sound like they're going to be using special effects to put Darkseid back in the movie, although it's unclear how much Darkseid is going to be in the movie. And separately, a lot of people were asking yesterday, if they're doing this for the Justice League, the Snyder Cut, will they do the same thing for Suicide Squad? Because there's a whole other cut of that movie and a bunch of deleted storylines that he was forced to get rid of by the studio. They came in and put all those pop songs in, and we wound up with what we got in theaters. The official AT&T Twitter account commented on it, making it sound like, yeah, don't hold your breath on this happening anytime soon. And David Ayers tweets himself also kind of supported that, like, yeah, I wish this could possibly happen, but probably not going to happen. There were also some of you on my video yesterday asking if the Snyder Cut is going to be canon to the DCEU, and if it's successful, if they're going to do more down this route. I don't think that that's going to happen. I think it's just a one-time deal, and it's going to be something for the fans to enjoy, and that's about it. Like, they have Matt Reeves and Robert Pattinson's Batman movie coming next year. They're still going to be making a trilogy of movies with them. They still have their plans for the Wonder Woman franchise, Wonder Woman 1984 and Wonder Woman 3. They have the Black Adam movie, all the other movies they're developing. The whole idea of the Snyder Cut is they're just letting Zack Snyder finish what his original vision was because he was forced to leave because of a tragic family circumstance. So just treat it like a one-off thing. But on the more positive side of changing things going forward, it does sound like Henry Cavill is trying to lock down a deal with Warner Brothers to return for another Man of Steel movie. Whether that's a straight-up Man of Steel 2 sequel movie or they take it in a slightly different direction remains to be seen. Just him coming back for a really big Superman movie, which I think everybody wants to see. Give him one more chance to do a really awesome version of Superman, and then we'll just see what happens after that. If he wants to continue or they want to do a third Man of Steel movie of some kind. That's still wide open to theory crafting. It sounds like there's still a lot of work to be done behind the scenes. A lot of actors were in the middle of renegotiating their contracts. Even Grant Gustin said that he was in the middle of renegotiating his contract to continue playing The Flash on TV, but because of the virus, they had to stop that, so he's not sure whether or not he's coming back for Season 8 or Season 9 of The Flash yet. But let me know in the comments, if they really do turn this into a 6-part, 6-hour event week to week, what do you want them to include during it, and what do you want to see going forward? What kind of Man of Steel sequel do you want them to do? Everyone click here to learn about all the deleted storylines and subplots that they're bringing back for the Justice League Snyder Cut, and click here for my brand new Mandalorian Season 2 teaser trailer with Boba Fett. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay safe. I'll see you guys tonight.